So this happened. This is a bit of drama. A little bit of drama. The Narc got copy striked. Here we go. There is drama in a video game that hasn't even released.
Hey, what up, boys? So, we've been making Ashes of Creation videos now for, what, 3 years? Overall, the community has been great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and the whole experience, following Ashes, learning a whole new side of the MMORPG genre, has been life-changing. Feels like I'm finally able to express myself creatively, and that's helped immensely with my well-being. Obviously, some people dislike my humor, which is fine. Irony isn't for everyone.
They're wrong.
Some people even dislike my opinions, if you can believe
Also
that.
wrong. And
that's fine too. That's exactly what Ashes of Creation is all about. Diverse opinions to figure out the best way to develop the game. A few weeks ago, we even started streaming, and I've had great fun with it too. The learning experience of discussing with a live audience and trying to be entertaining naturally instead of through a scripted format has really breathed new life into being some kind of celestial voice of reason here online, or I don't know. Whatever these parasocial people say. And this month was a particularly exciting month because it also means it's our first ever Ashes of Creation livestream reaction, and we got to talk about the new reveals, the changes, and listen to people's opinions on the game direction in real time. Very exciting stuff. However, after today's stream, I opened up my business email to find a copyright strike on my Twitch channel. Excuse me? A what? A motherfucking...
Oh, that's good. That's good that he added the little fire emojis. Oh, that is just addressing drama, insane drama. Oh, man, that's so good.
A what? A motherfucking 3 strikes and your channel is deleted. Copyright strike.
Yep.
I don't know if it's this, I thought to myself. I've been showing off my ball sack on YouTube for 3 years and I'm clean as a whistle, but we streamed for 2 weeks and I've already landed myself a copyright strike. Classic. Obviously, this month was the long-awaited Freehold update, and with that update came a lot of changes. Personally, I thought nearly all of them were acceptable changes to better the game in the long term.
Yeah, they were good.
The changes also stirred up some interesting debate, and one particular member has been fairly vocal about it. A well-known content creator within the space was conflicting with the game's changes, using classic argument starters like LOL by itself. And again, that's fine.
What was
and starters like LOL.
What did it even say? So you think it's okay to charge someone to join a family, but you can't set up a system to put a transactional fee on a processing station, then set that to public? What the fuck?
By itself. And again, that's fine. That's what the open development process is all about. But as Steven himself puts it, it's about being constructive and respectful about it.
Yeah.
Now, I was very interested in this guy's takes because generally they go against the grain for reasons that are either genuine or because he likes the attention he gets from the negativity. Either way, both strats are viable in today's age. How does the saying go? Any press is good press.
Completely disagree. Ask that Colleen girl. Everybody was talking about her. I bet that's good for her, huh? Bro. Like, people don't like you. People talk about how much you suck. It's not good.
I don't know about that one, Chief. After my World of Warcraft videos, I don't think that's true.
No,
which brings us to last night's stream. Our good friend released a video regarding the freeholds, and because his...
So this is the person that copy-struck Narc.
Diverse opinions on the Discord, I was fairly interested to listen to his takes. The guy may be cooked, but when he lays them down straight, they do make great points that I think are important to focus on. After asking chat if they were interested, we booted up the video, and, well, I can't show you the clip because Twitch have deleted the VOD, and if I had somehow recorded it anyway, he would likely copyright strike my YouTube channel as well, and I ain't gonna let that happen. The story goes like this. We skipped to 7 minutes and 33 seconds, the part of the video where he gives his opinion. The first 2 comments he brings up from Steven are talking about the exclusivity of freeholds being similar. Brings up from Steven are talking about the
guarantee the acquisition of the item the cosmetic can be used on. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, of course, that makes sense. All players are capable of owning a freehold, acquiring achievements like T3 mounts, Tier 2 mounts, to use cosmetics to require varying degrees of effort skill. That's actually good.
Exclusivity of freeholds being similar to the exclusivity of Tier 2 and Tier 3 mounts. My man tries to debunk this, to which I disagree with his argument, simply because the game doesn't exist yet. How can what Steven said be wrong when he's the one developing the game, not us? Now, the video...
To be honest, I think that's a terrible argument, but okay.
It was paused all throughout this talking point, but as we continue to listen, roughly 40 seconds into his opinions, I closed the video without a word, because he began to call Steven Sharif, the creative director of Ashes of Creation, a talentless corporate suit within the same vein as Jake Song from XL Games or John Smedley from Amazon Game Studios. And I simply don't want to platform someone slandering a man leading a project that spent the last 6 years trying to do the exact opposite. Now, the claim itself states, the work was not watched in a manner that would allow for news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. If me debunking your very biased opinions with simple logic that the game doesn't exist and expressing my nonchalant opinions live on stream to a chat, in contrast to your obviously emotionally charged ones through a script, then you are a very petty man, sir, and you've striked my VOD out of spite.
Well, that's exactly what he did. Is that this is, and I said this before, there are no 10 commandments on YouTube. There is only one commandment, and it is that thou shalt not strike videos unless it is a last resort. Unless the grievance is so bad, so perverse, so horrible, thou shalt not copy strike. And this guy broke the only fucking commandment just because he got his fucking feelings hurt, mad about about people disagreed with his fucking video. It's pathetic, man.
If he'd contacted me and said that he'd prefer if I didn't react to his content and please delete the bot. In fact, he wouldn't have even needed to say please. In fact, he could have just at me in the official Ashes of Creation Discord saying that he hates me and never to react to his content again.
Yeah.
Boom.
Which, by the way, I still think you should be able to react to what somebody says and respond to it. That is a review. That is criticism. And if you cannot criticize somebody's work by looking at it and then responding to it directly, I don't know what the fuck to say. Because there are people, and this is what's happened in the past, is they have copy striked people because they're upset that they are receiving criticism. And I understand that there are some times where people go over the line and it's not criticism and it's hate, it's personal attacks. Yeah, I totally get you. But in a general sense, copy striking somebody just because they are criticizing you or saying bad stuff about you is the wrong thing to do.
Deleted my VOD in
Is this legally protected? No. It's actually not legally protected. Because in order to copy strike somebody, you have to basically say that I have taken into account fair use and I do not think that this counts as fair use. And there's nothing about looking at a video for 1 minute and then responding to exactly what was shown in that video and talking about it that is not fair use. That was already proven in the court case that H3H3 had years ago. Like, this is already settled. I mean, you can't copy strike for no reason. Well, you don't need, like, it's odd that you make that argument. Like, so with the individual that copy struck Narc, did they use footage from Ashes of Creation, the video game? Simple question. Yes, of course they did. So it's not even theirs to copy strike in the first place. You see what I'm saying? How is there not some kind of system, to review system, to determine if the strike is valid or not? It's complicated.
Nanosecond out of respect for a fellow content creator.
Systems
but
don't,
instead, he decides to permanently damage my channel with a copyright strike. Obviously, this goes without saying, but if you know who this particular person is, please don't be cringe, don't be a nameless, faceless loser online and harass the guy. My goal with this video is to spread a message about community. The copyright strike system.
In my opinion, I think that if you file a copyright strike against somebody and it's a bullshit strike just to get somebody to shut up because you're mad at them, I think you deserve all the hate you get, because you are trying to destroy somebody's career, you're trying to destroy their way of living, and you're trying to do it in a completely malicious way by abusing a system that is set up for a legitimate, authentic mean. I think it's fucking disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I don't care who does it. I don't care if this is like an I Show Speed situation. I remember Pokimane did this shit back in the day. I don't care if it's like this clown. Anybody that does this is a piece of shit. And it should not happen, ever. It is a joke. But yeah, I think anybody that does this is my take on it, is that anybody who files a copyright strike, and if YouTube determines that this copyright strike was not taking into account fair use, this copyright strike was not taking into account any form of, you know, like fair use, basically. I mean, fair use is really the only thing, right? But it was just being done in a malicious way, I think YouTube should delete their channel. I think absolutely they should delete your channel if you're filing copy strikes for no fucking reason. Account deletion, the spot for 8. Yeah, because you're effectively you are effectively harassing somebody with a system that YouTube has to have legally. It's Twitch, not YouTube. Oh, then Twitch the same thing. Yeah, Twitch should do the same thing.
System.
A bit too harsh, but give them the strike instead. I disagree. What you are doing is you are committing perjury. You are utilizing a system in the game to commit perjury. No, and you know what you're doing.
Does allow creators to exploit it in this way. It's a problem that's plagued YouTube and Twitch for many years now. Generally targeting music where it's simply a copyright claim, and that just takes the video's revenue. But in rare, emotionally charged cases like this, it's used to hurt your competitors or people you don't like with a permanently damaging copyright strike. The irony is that he claims he's offering copyright-free music to combat this very issue, yet he's willing to nonchalantly throw copyright strikes at his fellow creators covering the same game as him.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
Listen, I can tank copyright strike, right?
Yeah.
And I'm most certainly not in a position to be breaching legal practices in an
Somebody in a chat says this. They said it's another youth drama with copyright strikes from GSC for using their official trailer in Russian-speaking bloggers. Like, I have no problem with companies that strike YouTube content creators for uploading leaks. I have no problem with that. I think that's totally fine. I have no problem with people that like get copyright struck for like uploading a full movie or something like that. And this isn't a react, this is just a re-uploading a movie. Like, I think that there are very obvious common sense things that are bad. Only trailer, no rig the videos. I don't know about this specific circumstance. I'm just saying in general.
online space. We're a small channel within a small community covering a niche game in its pre-alpha phase. And there's many other experienced, more knowledgeable channels that have explained the damage that the copyright system can do if it's misused. It's just unfortunate because a strike on my unpartnered Twitch channel that I launched 2 weeks ago has likely now cost me my chances to be partnered. And as you can see, I'm well within the requirements.
Wow.
And I was just waiting.
That's actually really impressive to have viewership go up over time. Usually, whenever people stay on there, getting 200 viewers for like a channel of his size, like covering niche content like that, that's really impressive. That's actually really good.
As you can see, I'm well within the requirements, and I was just waiting 30 days to show Twitch proof that my views are consistent. Our channel has a long history of Asmongold reacts. I think he's reacted to, what, like 15 of our videos now.
Yes.
And it's been interesting to see diverse opinions from a community who don't necessarily agree with me. And that's what I've loved.
To be honest, I think that most people in my 16 now, yeah, there you go. Most people in my community agree with Narc and like Narc. In general, it doesn't mean they agree with everything.
I get to meet new people, learn new perspectives, and although his reactions have benefited my channel, the important thing is that they've immensely helped Ashes of Creation reach a wider audience.
Yeah, they sure have.
And that's extremely important. Not because the game's ideals are being twisted by this new audience, but it's showing us, the core Ashes of Creation community, that Steven is resolute in his design pillars and will not compromise them for anything. And that's all I care about, really. I don't care about views. I don't care about money. If I cared about that shit, I would have sided with Asmongold's takes during the PvP controversy last year. What I care about...
I was glad he didn't. It made it way more interesting. Thank God people don't fucking agree with me on everything. It's like, then there's gonna be like 5 videos out of it instead of 1.
Is making quality, entertaining videos that help the game succeed.
Yeah, I mean, come
Finally,
on. You gotta think of the
bringing
long
us an
term here.
MMORPG that we can actually enjoy for longer than 2 fucking weeks. No matter how long it
2 whole
takes.
weeks, wow.
Because to me, that's priceless. Ashes of Creation has such a tiny community right now. We've had tastes of the spotlight, very short glimpses of it. And if we're going to succeed, we need to stick together as a community who works as a unit. How can we succeed if we're copyright striking our fellow content creators because we're watching each other's bloody videos?
I think that it's very obvious that this person did it in a malicious way. It's obvious that it was malicious. It's fucking completely, without a question, without a doubt, it's clearly fucking malicious. And sending in a copyright strike, I will say again, this is a legal proceed. This is a legal action. And filing it under false pretense or for a frivolous reason is basically fucking perjury. So if you're doing this shit, you are insane, especially in the context of your video being about another video game that you don't even own the intellectual property right to begin with. And the company can retroactively remove if they choose to. These people that do this stuff have the least amount of knowledge about the system. It's just so fucking ridiculous. Apparently Steven responded. He said this is Steven, he's the main guy of Ashes of Creation. And let's go ahead and read this. Disappointed to see this. My thoughts I'm about to express are not representative of my position. Rather, as a fellow player desperately trying to make a good MMO, I've always valued critical feedback when done in a constructive and respectful manner. It's quite literally impossible to create a product that appeals to everyone, and I never set out to do that, nor have I tried to market Ashes as a game for everyone. This means from time to time there will be design decisions that will not resonate with certain crowds and communities, right? And that's what we said with the PvP stuff. I was not really a fan of that. But we'll see what's going to happen. However, the entire purpose of sharing these decisions in our development process is so that constructive conversations can be had with our community and perhaps across other gaming communities at large, attempting to silence that discussion through legal gimmicks. And I want to keep in mind, this is not a gimmick. This is a fucking lie that is a felony. Is not reflective of the community I strive to create with Ashes, and it's incredibly disappointing to see. Do not let it discourage you from continuing to create and foster an atmosphere of participation and enjoyment for your community. True and real, W. Steven. Nobody likes to see this. So this person said this. This is what the person who sent them the copyright strike said. There is absolutely nothing he can do at this point to get me to take down the strike. This strike will prevent him from making partner. If he had been a man about it and came to me after the first time he borrowed my content, it wouldn't have been an issue. If he had been professional about it after the strike, that's not a proper noun. We could have worked it out. Now I have no incentive to take the strike off. Well, one way that you can get the strike taken off is if you can contest a copyright strike. And if you do that, the person who filed the copyright strike has to actually file a lawsuit. Like, that's the way the system works. So Narc can contest it, and if he does contest it, he will, this individual will have to actually file a lawsuit. And that's what happens. I think that's what happens on YouTube. It's basically malicious intent. Yeah, exactly. The same content creator struck me whenever I made a video about Ashes of Creation and used his avatar to promote him in my video. Well, I have no idea. No way in hell would contest it. That's dangerous. After that, you're fighting with adult weapons. Yeah, exactly. Him saying to strike will prevent him from making partner shows his intent. Well, no, of course, right? Who the fuck says that stuff? Fucking hater? Well, the reason why he said it is because he's doing it maliciously, right? That's the reason why. There's no context behind it. Would you offer your help to Narc? Yeah, of course, right? I think that everybody in the community, everybody in the YouTube community at large should band together, and anytime that a person is doing something like this, everybody should come together and support them, because this kind of stuff it'll kill the platform if people start doing this. Was the other creator visit again? Let's pay him a visit. I'm not trying to like start a harassment campaign. I think people figure that shit out for themselves, and this is the kind of person that's going to talk about it and like go and you know, like, I honestly don't want to have this person get shit on by the community. I think that they should just get their channel closed. Like, that's what I think should happen. Like, I don't care about like mean messages. Like, who cares? Like, fuck that. He's going to self-report. Yeah, this is the kind of person with a big ego that's going to self-report anyway. You're right about that. New series of Asmongold punching down videos. Oh, I have no problem doing that. I've never been the kind of person that, you know, I don't have a problem. If I think somebody's a piece of shit, I don't care if they have 1 million subscribers or 10. I will tell you that they're a piece of shit. Do copyright strikes expire? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of systems and like ways that you can get around it. It's complicated, definitely. But yeah, I don't care about that kind of stuff. It's like not really my thing. Not punching down, punch you back 100 times harder. Well, the way I look at it is that if you don't want somebody to attack you, don't attack them. It's that simple. If you don't want drama with other people, don't start drama with other people. It's not that hard. Like, I basically never have drama. I mean, I cover drama regularly, but I basically never have drama. Oh, let me link you guys the video. You guys can support
what up, boy?
Narc. Like, he's been a friend of the channel for a long time, and honestly, this kind of stuff is really, really bad. It puts YouTube as a whole at risk, and it's awful. So, yeah, I really, really hate this stuff. Make sure to give them a like, give them some support, okay? As much as you can. Well, adults can make arguments like children. Yeah. It feels like locker room bully mentality. You help them get partner by talking to Twitch. Probably, actually, I could. I might hit them up and see what I can do. I don't know how much decisions they can make, but yeah, damn, more copyright abuse. Yeah, it might call for another Actman attorney. This guy. So basically, what happened is Actman's in chat, and what happened is this dude, this guy Baldy here, reacted to a video for like 1 minute of another guy who made a video about another video game that he doesn't have express permission to even, you know, make videos about, and he copyright struck him. And then he makes a post on Discord, and he says this will prevent him from making partner. So he like explicitly states that he struck him, and he's happy that he struck him because it will hurt his career and hurt his channel. Isn't that nuts? What the fuck? Yes. And like, I'm sure this one will probably go under the radar because Ashes of Creation is such a niche game. He's such a small content creator. You know, like, it's whatever. But like, oh man, what a rat fuck. Yeah, what a rat fuck. You're exactly right. The guy, apparently he's done it to other people too. I think that, like, if you're making your own YouTube videos, like I remember that thing with Business Casual, I think, and that other fucking the other channel that they copyright struck. Like, at least there's like kind of an argument that they're constructing their own videos. But whenever your videos are built off of the intellectual property of something else that you don't own, and now you have the audacity to strike somebody else for disagreeing with your opinion about the IP that you... Oh my fucking God, dude. It's crazy. What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. I'll link you guys a video again. Make sure to give Narc some support.